Wait, what are you doing?
Shut the
Are you gonna kick him?
Yes, I'm gonna kick you.
Oh my god, I'm so scared.
2 hands, hard.
But what if it goes in my eyes?
Oh my god.
Did you kick it?
Oh, did nothing happen?
Did nothing happen?
The UFC rankings are out and we are gonna go from Kansas City back to Buffalo. I'm Matt Parrino.
I'm Forrest Griffin. Buffalo. What the f***, Buffalo? Matt Parrino, explain yourself. He's from Buffalo, by the way.
We're gonna get to Buffalo, New York, UFC 210, because I went on vacation after the pay-per-view. Very relaxing week, and you missed me. This guy was texting me all week. Hey, we're gonna do a rankings report. I gotta talk about WTF Buffalo. We're gonna talk about it, but first, let's start in the middleweight division.
Buffalo
Fight Night,
on my
Kansas
mind.
City. Jacare Souza, Robert Whittaker shocked the world, took him out. He moves up 3 spots to number 3. Jacare down 2. What happened? How did he beat him?
I don't know exactly what to make of this. We kind of thought of Jacare as being the boogeyman in this weight division. I think that is now Yoel Romero and maybe even Robert Whittaker. Where Jacare, he had opportunities on the ground. Whittaker looked quick. He looked fluid. He looked like a contender, baby.
Speaking of contender, there's a bunch of them in this division. George St. Pierre is returning to take on champion Michael Bisping. And then you have a slew of guys. You talked about Romero, Luke Rockhold, now Whittaker. Who poses the biggest threat for the eventual winner between Bisping and GSP?
Romero.
Okay, I'm going to go with Robert Whittaker, because guess what? Nobody's got the hands that this guy does. Yoel Romero tends to gas out in fights, and I think Whittaker's quickness is going to make Romero work. This guy, I had no idea he could do this to Jacare Souza. I picked him to win this fight, but the way he did it was so impressive.
So maybe you're right. Maybe Jacare's 37 years old and has been doing this for a long time. I don't know. I just know that Robert Whittaker's the young stud. He's the man to watch.
The #1 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, does it again, defends his title for the 10th time. Tyne Anderson Silva, what'd you think?
His biggest problem right now is finding opponents that can kind of push him and test him. Obviously, Tim Elliott did go to decision with him. Tim Elliott won the first round, but at some point in every fight, Demetrius Johnson just looks quite a bit better than the people he's in there with, and people kind of expect it of him. Demetrius' toughest opponent is actually Sean Shelby out there finding him some people to fight. Who can give this guy a run for this money? I think that's what Demetrius needs. He needs the threat of defeat. Like right now, we just assume he's going to win, and he does. He looks brilliant doing it, by the way. But I know there's some guy somewhere winning Olympic medals at 125, and Ukrainievich. Find him.
He's beating these guys up on the feet and then submitting them on the ground. Wilson Hayes is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he armbarred him like it was nothing.
Yeah, no, he worked him. 11 seconds left. I was at the fight in Toronto when he armbarred the guy with 2 seconds left after beating the guy up for 24 minutes. He won every facet of that fight. He took 1 shot in the chin. 1.
Wilson Hayes moves down 1 spot in the rankings. Ray Borg now sits at number 3, but you have a big fight coming up in Dallas. Number 6, Sergio Pettis, a guy that has been touted for years as the guy that maybe potentially someday could take out Demetrius Johnson. He's facing Henry Cejudo in a huge fight. Cejudo, a guy that looked great last time out against Joseph Benavidez, but lost in 1 round to Mighty Mouse. If Sergio gets this win, he could be next, and that's what you want, right? Big names, rising prospects.
Yeah,
could be a good fight.
And I think Henry's a guy that would love to run it back with,
Demetrius.
Yeah.
So there's no movement in the women's strawweight division, but we have to talk about Rose Namajunas. She takes out Michelle Waterson in very entertaining fashion. The head kick, then the ground game, the submission. She dominated Michelle in every facet. What'd you think?
Every part of her game looked great. She controlled the wrestling. She controlled everything. She looks great. And it's not like Michelle came out flat. Michelle was fighting sharp. She looked good. The kicks to the knee were hurting me through the TV. Michelle looked good. She just got caught because Rose put her game together so well with the takedowns, mixing it up, coming in and out of the scrambles. The problem is, and I think Rose versus
the winner of Joanna Andrade.
Good fight, but did we forget about Carolina? who beat Rose pretty handily. Remember, Rose won the first couple minutes of that fight with her speed, but Carolina was able to take everything she threw at her, everything she threw at her, and she had no problem eating Rose's shots. Rose couldn't take her down, and when Carolina hit Rose was like, oh, okay, I can't do this, you know. So and we saw how well she fought Joanna Jędrzejczyk. So, you know, she's really just clogging shit up there. That's what Carolina's doing.
You got to remember, though, that fight was almost a year ago, and this Rose looks like the most confident Rose there's ever been. After the fight, she demanded the winner of Joanna and Jessica, which I think the confidence is showing through. She's coming into her prime.
I like it.
You got to like that.
But you have nothing to lose.
Exactly. Speaking of interesting matchups, Daniel Cormier defended his light heavyweight title against Anthony Rumble Johnson in WTF Buffalo. What happened there, Forrest?
I'm still asking myself that. I don't know. I watched that fight, and I guess Anthony Johnson saw that one time that John Jones out-wrestled Cormier and thought, I'll do that. No, you won't do that. You're like a D3 wrestler, Anthony. Your counter wrestling's great. You're a big, strong guy, but you know, wrestling makes him tired, as we saw. Don't wrestle. Wrestle, like, just do enough to not be taken down and touch people. When he touched him, you know, Cormier was in legitimate trouble. Anthony Johnson then promptly retires, which is weird because the fight that I really wanted to see was Johnson and Jones. Could Jones use the length and his movement enough to keep Anthony Johnson's power punches away? How would that fight go? I guess I'll never know. For a couple years, Anthony Johnson's gonna come back.
Speaking of fights we want to see, John Jones, Daniel Cormier 2. Cannot wait if that's the fight that's going to happen. Guess who's made a little bit of a statement here recently? Jimmy Manuwa. He came to the fight, was sitting front row, and after the fight, Daniel Cormier had some words for him, and they've been going back and forth on Twitter. I kind of want to see that fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fight. I mean, Manuwa's got to really work on his wrestling. We'll see if it happens.
Let's talk about Daniel Cormier, the #3 pound-for-pound fighter.
Yeah.
This guy, all he does is win, except against John Jones. I think I've been screaming from the mountaintops for weeks that this guy is better than everybody gives him credit for. I think when you look back at his career 10 years from now, he's going to go down as a top 10, even potentially top 5, 6, 7 fighter of all time. No?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sold. It was a 2-round fight. He lost the first round. I mean, obviously, what Cormier does and what he did against Jones is, you know, he takes adversity, he takes bad situations, and he gets through them better than anyone else. But, you know, he finds a way to win. I guess, yeah, you're right. He's the ultimate grinder. He finds a way to win. You've convinced me.
As always, go to UFC.com for the complete rankings.
I'm Forrest Griffin. They presented us with this trophy. We are the winners. Jesus Christ. Winning!
Didn't break.
Are you gonna kick it?
Someone kick it.
Oh my god, I'm so scared.
2 hands hard.
But what if it goes in my eyes?
Oh my god.
Did you kick it?
Oh, did nothing happen?
Did nothing happen? Go
I
ahead.
heard I thought something broke.
Nothing.
Keep going, keep going.
That thing is just substantial.
You got it right here.
This is the best $5 trophy ever made. Woo! 3rd time's a charm.